Well, hi, and hello everyone out there in the most leader and most amazing internet space called YouTube land and stuff related to that, you know what I'm saying? And it feels like I'm kind of like running out of gas about telling about the continuation of that story that I pitched in my previous episodes, which I made on this channel, and I dedicated like last two sessions being recorded just to make that story how I passed in our nicest vicinities on our wild island, and I was there, what I did, what I didn't do, and stuff related to that. Why I love nature, why I don't like certain stuff, or like inside that narration. There might be some points that I didn't like, and I didn't like actually something that occurred to me on my way, and for the most part, on the whole, I should say, I like the way that it went, and I kind of like told the whole story to you just in order to for you to be familiar with the mood that resides within me. And I'm a big follower of a bigger supporter, and I'm so big about nature and things and critters and stuff like I don't know birds or natural some kind of natural maybe natural derived or something related miracles that you might not even might not even encounter throughout whole your life track. And that's why I'm me here to make this story very clear and familiarize you with those miracles that could and they can and they do occur on your way where we would be heading, just regardless of your location, regardless of your just spheres of interest. If you're a big follower of nature, that's where I'm telling you my story, and I'm still on it. And we'll see how it goes, because I wanted previously, before commencing this video shoot, I wanted to make this video shoot very clear and short, and I didn't want to hit the head before I do that, but I hit the head, and I have my free time. I'm pretty happy, and I feel like kind of energy resides within me, and it's kind of like getting sidetracked again and again, and I learned the phrase to hit the head, and I'm so big about picking up new vocabulary things, especially as they go to slang American version of English language, and I do, and I'm a big follower of those activities. And the last probably episode, what I'm telling you, how it was my bigger step on nature. And so if you followed, I'm standing there in the location near wooden made cafe called something something. It goes without a name, and I descended following the simplest trailhead, which was amongst the wild nature, and those pine trees and birds and poplars were my company, and I followed all the way slightly down like to the next beach called, I don't know even how it's called. Let me reflect for a while how it's called. It's called okay, Boozing Beach, because people booze a lot on that beach, and I'm not a big follower of boozing, and I'm a big follower of those beaches being pitched in this story, in the previous episode, in this particular video shoot of tonight. And the second beach, which lives here in this story, it's called Boozing Beach. And what people do, they gather in companies, and they have fun together using alcohols. And I stepped on the beach, and I passed the next cafe without the name, with very high prices. They rip us off left and right in our country. They literally rip us off. And the cafe was there, and the menu, the prices there were too high, even for me. I don't mean like I'm a wealthy person, even for me, but for most peeps, regular like rednecks here in our country, it's too high, I'm telling you, really. And what I did, I followed all the way along the coast, along the bank, I should say, not the coast, but the bank of our nicest river, and I followed all the way to the almost to the very end of that beach, within the distance of, let's say, 200 meters. There were children, their parents, like literally just basking on sand and slump and doing nothing, getting around with no purpose, just being at ease, having a rest and stuff like that. Sunbathing and where their children were just yelling, messing around and stuff, and it goes on and on, you know what I'm saying? And I passed all the way along the bank and I kind of left the location on my way further to the woods, and there was like some trailhead made out of on the ground were those square-shaped concrete blocks, and all the trailhead was decorated and just made out of these concrete square-shaped blocks on its beneath, and all the way was like that. I followed all the way completely, and I reached to the place called, guess how it's called. It's called Странное место. In English it goes like, the name goes like weird place or strange location or stranger cafe, you know what I'm saying? Странное место. Okay, it goes like with English letters, but it's meant to be like the phrase goes in Russian with using English American language letters, English ones, and but it goes like the spelling goes like in Russian. Странное место with English letters. It's pretty really strange place one might ever been to, and that was me who was there, not for the very first time in my life, for so many times in my life I've been there. And okay, that's probably would be the very end of the story, but I tell you more. I kind of went all the way like slightly upwards. There was a hill like upwards to the pine tree like wild gallery, the whole gallery like passage, like very wide passage with the asphalt on the road for cars and things, so those things were passing by with road like there were a lot of cars, not a lot actually, like few of them. It was still in the woods, but the road was made with out of asphalt and concrete borders on the very edge of that road, and still the road was like some kind of passage in the wild within the location of those pine trees, and all this fragrance came to me, and I was like giddy. I was literally like giddy with all those smells and things, and sunlight breaking through the branch of those pine trees, and all the fragrance came to me like was like out of my mind, but in a good way. And that's my story. What happened further on was I reached the bus stop. I walked there within the distance of, let's say, 2 kilometers, and there was still the fragrance of all those things, natural things like trees and stuff. And I like that to extent you cannot even imagine how I like that. And I reached the bus stop, and I took bus, and I made my way to my neighborhood where I live in. That's the end of my story. Thanks for following, for tracking me all the way to this point, and for being my follower, being my even viewer. I don't know. If you watch this, if you are still watching this, I applaud you. Thanks for your participation, for your attendance on this channel, for participating in my life. Do your own things, never quit doing those, no matter what. If I can say, follow your wrongs, and everything's gonna be lit with you. See you all, and as soon as I release my new episode, see you all, bye.